Hello, my lovely fellas. Just wanted to say this was an event to remember, definitely. Definitely was an event to remember. I enjoyed every single second of it. And so far, like only two misses and bets three out of three. But I really thought it was gonna be a low key card. But so far, I'm gonna so far. I have to say this is the best way to go. This was a really, really awesome, just awesome way to go. I'm just saying, this event kinda shocked me, positively shocked me. Very much impressed. Takashi Sato versus Temba Gorimbo. Temba Gorimbo defeated Takashi Sato. I said like fight starts round three or Temba Gorimbo to win. So Temba Gorimbo outworked Takashi Sato, and Takashi Sato is going to get cut from the UFC probably. Then the next Natalia Silva, as expected, she was my dark horse of the division, and she destroyed Victoria Leonardo via punches and head kick, and Silva is therefore a dark horse of the division. Still stays. Chase Hooper was my first miss as Chase Hooper versus Nick Fiore. Chase Hooper outboxed him, pretty much improved his striking skills. And when I've seen like Chase Hooper with his superb striking, then uh, then I was shocked with what he did, with how he performed, etc. But a great performance by Chase Hooper. He really improved his value and got a new version of Chase Hooper. A new version of Chase Hooper is available these days, and got to say, got to praise him, got to praise his skill set. Rodrigo Nascimento versus Ilir Latifi over 2.5 was my call. Rodrigo Nascimento won a split decision. Was a very, very close fight though, but I didn't know who won. It was a super, super close fight. Then Gilbert Urbina smoked out Orion Kossi was destroyed brutally, like front kick to the body. Orion Kossi lost his air, and Gilbert Urbina destroyed him, pretty much annihilated him easily. Then what a finish! And we got Karolina Kowalkiewicz versus Vanessa Demopoulos, and Vanessa Demopoulos missed the scale. As expected, Karolina Kowalkiewicz grinded her way to a unanimous decision, and Karolina Kowalkiewicz really did a nice job. She was performing well, and I was pretty much surprised and shocked with how skillful Karolina Kowalkiewicz stayed on the ground. Really, her ground skills against Vanessa Demopoulos, a BJJ specialist. Well, that is the fight to remember. That fight will be talked about for a very, very long time. Then Vyacheslav Borshev turned the lights out on Maheshat. Big right hook to ground strikes. Borshev knocked him out cold with his violent kickboxing. As expected, I said no distance for Slava Borshev to win. And that's the way it went. That is definitely the way it went. Diego Ferreira versus Michael Johnson. It was my second miss of the night. Definitely, it was my second miss of the night as Diego Ferreira was down on the scorecards. Michael Johnson won round one, but then he threw a big weaving overhand right that put Michael Johnson to sleep, and Michael Johnson was smoked out. I didn't expect that Michael Johnson was gonna lose the fight like that, but that's the way it goes, you know. Always happens for a reason, I guess. The next one, Joaquin Baco smoked out Andre Fialho. Andre Fialho wasn't doing bad, to be honest. He was doing nice, but then he got crock up, simply got crock up, big left high kick that smoked him out, and what a victory for Joaquin Baco. Joaquin Baco really belongs to 170. Great taekwondo high kick. The next one, Lupita Godinez versus Emily Ducote. Lupita Godinez versus Emily Ducote was a great, great fight, definitely. And Lupita Godinez outworked her. I picked Lupita to win or fight to go over 2.5, but I bet on fight starts round 3, and I was right. My first bet, Maheshat versus Slava Borscha, was like fight not going the distance, and I have to say that I enjoyed pretty much. I enjoyed pretty much with what happened, and I really, really witnessed a great fight. Also, Lupita Godinez outworked Emily Ducote. She was pretty much skillful, pretty much well-rounded, and got to praise her skills definitely. Anthony Hernandez versus Edmund Shabazian. I had over 1.5, was pretty much on point because Anthony Hernandez grounded and pounded his way through Edmund Shabazian, but Shabazian was knocked out nearly on a few occasions. He was nearly smoked out, and then in round 3, we've seen such a nice performance. So, what a great performance we've seen. It was awesome. Just an awesome way to go for Anthony Hernandez. I also think he is a dark horse of the division. Though. Then Mackenzie Dern versus Angela Hill. That was the greatest surprise in the whole card. I bet over 2.5 on that fight. I didn't expect that Mackenzie Dern versus Angela Hill was gonna last that long. And it lasted very long. Mackenzie Dern smoked her out both on the ground and on the feet. So it was a total domination by Angela Hill. Total domination by Mackenzie Dern in every aspect of the game. Mackenzie Dern nearly finished her in round 1 and round 3, and she even pieced her up on the feet. Angela Hill only won round 2, so got to say I'm pretty much surprised with Mackenzie Dern's improvement when it comes to striking, when it comes to all other aspects of the game, because Mackenzie Dern is looking way better now. She has improved herself and she is a totally different fighter now. So, yeah, overall great card. We've seen so many finishes, we've seen so many high level stoppages, and I'm impressed really. The fight that impressed me the most, now that's a bit harder question, but definitely for me, Joaquin Buckley earned KO of the night. Maybe Vyacheslav Borchev too should earn KO of the night. I'm saying I would also give bonus to Gilbert Urbina because we don't see that kind of a stoppage every day. And of course, Victoria Leonardo deserves additional 50k. If you're gonna ask me, definitely she deserves 50k. And the fight of the night, well, that's hard. I actually enjoyed Lupita Godinez versus Emily Ducote, but I wouldn't be angry, for example, if it goes to Dern versus Hill or Anthony Hernandez versus Shabazian. There were some great matches, really. Rodrigo Nascimento Ilir Latifi was very technical. Also, Temba Gorimbo versus Takashi Sato was a great mixture. We had some really nice fights on this card, and I'm pretty much happy to say that this was the lowest low kick card in the whole UFC's year of 2023, but we grinded out. It was such a great card and very much impressed. It was a great card for me. I really enjoyed so many stoppages.